In the fundamental section of the website, we talked about taking your racket back, and when we mentioned that, we really didn't give you any specifics. We said once you complete the pivot and shoulder turn, racket comes back. That's all we said. We were purposely vague because there are a bunch of different ways you can take your racket back, and if you've ever watched pro tennis, you've probably noticed the variety in the backswings. Roddick cocks his racket up like this. Gonzalez gets it way back here. And somebody like Agassi has a pretty simple backswing. Racket just comes back to about here, and then he drops down and swings. The key to the backswing, and what every backswing on the Pro Tour allows those guys to do, is get the racket to the correct hitting arm position. So this is somewhat of a simplification, but you can do pretty much whatever you want as long as you get to here okay and you're not constricting yourself in any way. And then you're fine. The arm needs to be in the correct position to swing forward to your contact point. Now, if you're having trouble with your backswing, two quick tips that will probably help you. First is that the elbow should lead on the backswing. Pretty much every pro and all those guys I just talked about, elbow comes back first, then the racket follows. And then second is to keep your palm facing kind of down when you get the racket back. Again, Gonzalez kind of cocks his palm up, but somebody like Agassi has the palm facing down, and again, you can just drop straight to your hitting arm position. Two exceptions on the women's tour I want to mention are Venus and Serena Williams. Their backswings are non-traditional. They don't even really pivot and turn their shoulders. What happens is if they were hitting this way, racket, head leads, and they take the racket back with their arm immediately. It's hard for me to argue with 10+ Grand Slams, but technically speaking, that technique is incorrect. So don't try and copy that. Try and copy, to be honest, the guy you want to copy if you're having trouble with the backswing is Andre Agassi. It's very simple, and he obviously pounded the ball. So KISS, I guess, keep it simple, stupid, and you should be good to go.